Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cronics Crazy Sundays. We are live from Japan at Yamajiwa plus Miyabi. One of my favourite tracks, this one. Big fan, big fan. And this little SFR car, the little Toyota SFR, just as we see Dax there getting it all a bit sideways. But nothing to worry about at the moment. We are still in practice, and qualifying will be starting any minute now. Give this a few minutes to get going. We'll have a flick through the cars in a minute. I'm just doing a few bits and bobs while we get this underway. And here we go, the stream reset, and we are ready for 20 minutes of qualifying. Or I could be wrong, no, it's 15 minutes of qualifying, excuse me. And it is a long track, this one, so they're not going to get many laps in. So probably 2 sets of tyres and a good blast on both. The tyres do last well these days. I'm not sure what the tyre settings are at, but we will have a look as we go through. And we've got Dinska on track first. I'll get many of these names pronounced completely wrong, so sorry about that. I'm just going to share the link in case nobody else has. Is now on the Facebook page if somebody can approve that for me. Any of you admins watching, which I think has already been done. But yes, let's get the info up, shall we, so you can see who we've got and where we've got them. Right, so as we saw, I didn't say come out first, followed by Tsunuki. Oh my god, this is going to be interesting. Then Van der Meulen. Some of these names I've not come across before, but many I have. There's my good mate Paul Cronic in 4th and Vega in 5th. Obviously these are only the positions they've left the pits, as this is the outlap. And as mentioned before, it is quite a long lap in these little cars. Let's get all the info up. I'll have to see what tyres people will be starting on. It looks like a lot will be starting on the mediums. And we'll be ducking into the pits after this, if you can use softs, which I'm presuming you can. Around the tight little Miyabi section here, and just exiting back onto the main Yamajiwa circuit. And Mario 78, very fluorescent livery there. You're not gonna miss that one coming. I do like the liveries here. Got one of the half and halves here. Bit of lightning on the front, and yes, a Miyagi-Do. Oh, and Cobra Kai on the other side. Oh, that's kind of cool. Any of you that follow the series or Karate Kid fans, if you haven't watched it and you liked it as a kid, you should. It'll bring back many memories. It looks like a bit of a colour shift going on there on the white side as well, white to pink. Quite nice. Everyone getting their softs on now, so it's going to take a while before we even get into the qualifying laps. Kiki is on soft, so we will be setting out on his flying lap now. Kiki, a very fast guy. Had the pleasure of racing against him last night. as he's too fast for the corner there. Needs to get the track to speed up a bit for him. There in the old British, looks like Hurricane colours, I would have said, more so than Spitfire. Either way, rather nice. And we have Frankie in 9th. So majority of the field, it looks, are on out laps. Oh, and here we have Marshmallow right at the back. Randy. He's still on the mediums at the minute, so he's still on his outlap though. I think he was a while getting to track. Probably a few pre-track preparations. Perhaps lightening the load by a pound or two, who knows? Perhaps he just needed to stock up on marshmallows and other refreshments. But for sure, there will be a very quick lap coming from this guy. Cronic has stayed out on the hards, which was a really bad idea as he's just put it into the wall and got full engine damage. That's not good, Paul. Was that a bit of commentator's curse there? I think it might have been. So now, who have we got on a flying lap? Is there anybody? Only Kiki, I think, and with his going wide on turn 1, I think he won't abandon this lap. It probably will be the first proper flying lap of anybody though, but yeah, it's not going to be a benchmark really, so to speak. Oh no, we have got a time at 2:36.6 from Tsunoki, and then Mario the 2:32.6 puts him into top spot, knocking Tsunoki down. I've got to find my phone as well, see if there's anybody on chat. And we do have one person watching, and that will be me. So thank you, me, for tuning in. I'm doing a great job apparently. So I've told myself. People torturing these tyres. These little short wheelbases, they do grip really well, so the softs won't be lasting many laps at these settings by the look of it. But Van der Meulen, 2.7 seconds under his best time. And we'll probably pick up more now, 3.2 through that sector. So they're all getting quicker and quicker as the fuel loads lighten. And Paul has got his engine damage fixed, or it's on weak. I'm thinking it might be on weak, because he's staying out on hards and getting rid of some of that fuel and just going for a final push towards the end by the look of it. I may adjust the sound a little bit and get a bit more voice over engines, because it does seem to be rather loud. Let's see if that helps. Let's have another flick through, see what else we can see here. We have got only around 7 or 8 minutes left of this qualifying session. It soon goes down quickly with a track of this length. But people are coming through now, finishing their flying laps. I can see some quicker times coming in. With Vega at the minute, what's he going to do? I can see him going straight to the top of the pile here, as he does with a 2:29.9. So I think that is the real benchmark for everybody now. Let's see who is on a flying lap. Kadeka late to track, but he's already on purple sectors. .2 under at the moment. We've got Kiki in second place, well, I think he was anyway. Oh, we've got Lou in second place now, kicking Kiki down. Let's have a look at Lou. There he is at the 130.7. The time's all coming down now. Kiki did improve with the 131.8, 231.8, sorry, not 1. Otherwise it'd be a minute faster than everybody else. Tattoo 7 in 5th with a 231.9. Knocking Mario down to 6 still on that 232. Slight improvement last lap, but I'm sure there's more to come. Frankie in 7th with a 232.4. I know this guy does have some pace, so I expect to see a little bit more from Frankie as he is 0.7 up. Well, we haven't seen anything from a few of the guys yet. Cronics still circulating on hards. I'm pretty sure we'll be in for a set of softs at the end of this lap. Dax in 10th with a 233.3. Tanerki in 11th with 233.9. Mullen down in 12th with a 235.1. Adinska, is he doing all the way down there? Come on. I mean, I'm sure he will be on a personal best this lap. Got Mario in front of him and maybe giving him a little bit of draft. Hopefully he's not taking too much of his line away, but he is 7 seconds improvement. So yeah, just a little bit. That should take him up to the mid-pack. A lot of guys in the 33s as Mario gets out of the grass there and puts it into the barrier. Returns to track nicely. We'll skate with a Danska as he coming up to the finish line. Where's this going to put him? This is a much better time. It's going to be a 32. Yes, 32.8. Taking him up to 9th. Still mid-pack, still more to come. But we're running out of time here, guys, and it's a 2.5 minute lap. Cronics coming now for his softs. What can he do? A few people coming in for a quick stop. Where is Randy? He's not top. Has he not put a lap in yet? Is he going brave and starting from the back? Has he had a moment? Kiki with a fresh set of boots, but we're still on about 2/3 of fuel, so I think with the length of this kind of race at this level. Oh, Kiki's off again. The commentator's curse is strong tonight. As who was that going off behind him as well? Oh, it's everybody. Oh, is the Royal down? Kiki with rear end damage. I'm going to stay with him to see if this damage is on weak. Oh, I should have done my research, but I was only asked to do this last minute. And again. And there we go. The damage is gone. It is on weak, that does seem. So it all seems to be getting a little bit slippy. Is the time of day, maybe? Now that is a glaring, I'd say livery, but paint job, isn't it, really? There on Mr. Charismatic's guy with his fully charismatic purple. Looking like a dairy milk, glistening in the sunlight there. Not being Belgians, I'm sure they don't know what dairy milk is. It's real chocolate, guys. Real chocolate. Oh, the commentator's curse strikes for the 58th time already tonight. Nice trails of smoke though there. Nice to see. Not for him, I'm sure. Right, so there is Randy. He's up to second now, and he is on purples, as we would expect, to be honest with you. Oh, what time did Frankie do in the end? 2:29.3. So good time there for Frankie. But what can Randy do? He was still on purples. We'll stay with him till the end of this lap. And we've got about, only a couple of minutes left of this session before we hopefully get the race underway. Oh, and somebody else has joined us on the stream. Good evening, whoever you are. Yes, Randy does seem immune to the commentator's curse, but did lose a lot of time in that last sector. Frankie obviously quick through there, Vega up to third. Well, he's still on third, it was his second and his third lap, but he's got full engine damage. That's not me. This time, I am not to blame. Louis as well seems to be waiting, but I'm not sure. I think these guys are just waiting for the race to get going now. Mr. Charismatic, everyone lining up. They can't get another lap in, so... But Kiki still going for it. Currently down in 7th. And I think we're about to get going. Yes, that's 15 minutes. That's up already. So we have Frankie, followed by Randy Moore, then Vega, then Millet, then Lou, and then Mr. Charismatic in 6th, Kiki in 7th, Tattoo 7 in 8th. Missed out by 1 place there. And Mario 78 in 9th, Adenska in 10th. Paul all the way down in 11th, 4 seconds off the pace. Dax in 12th. Tsuneki in 13th, Vandermeulen in 14th, and Kadeka, I don't know, we did get a lap in 15th. I don't think he is, I think he's higher up than that. Just because he's in the pits, I think he was about 9th, wasn't he? Right, I think we are trying to get the race underway. Everyone's got to get off track and back on. I will also come out just so we don't mess up proceedings. But as soon as they all get back on track, it should put them in exactly the same order they came off, as they won't be leaving the lobby, and we can get this race underway. Unfortunately, it looks like Mario has left the room, and Kiki. This could cause problems with the grid order. Unfortunately, I just think those guys will probably have to start from the back. But I'm not certain. I'm actually just kind of speaking to myself anyway at the moment, so I'm sure nobody's missing anything. And if anybody was tuning in to watch the stream afterwards anyway, you'd skip straight past this bit, wouldn't you? So, yeah, what the hell. I'll just sit here and mutter myself for a bit. And have the odd sip of beer. Yeah, the Toyota SFR. Anyway, interesting little car. It is only a concept, which is why there isn't an interior shot of this car. You can't get a proper interior view, so it's not the best for streaming, to be honest with you, but the streaming's not the best for streaming compared to sport at the moment. Still, at the moment, it does look very pretty, though. But yeah, it would be nice to have all the controls we used to have back, which I'm sure Polyphony will bring back, won't you? Polyphony, please, Polyphony, if you're listening, and Polyphony get tagged by when the name's mentioned. Who knows? Polyphony. Right, and the guys are rejoining. Unfortunately, I think they will have lost their place on the grid, but they've probably had the game lock up, etc. I'm not sure what Kiki Nog means, but maybe no good, I'm not sure. Looks like people are having a few connection issues with this game still. It's a hell of a lot better than it was. And it is becoming a pleasure to play again. But yes, there are still the odd little gripes. Like starting a race. It is a 60-minute race and the time wear is fairly high, so I will be expecting at least, I would have said 2 stops minimum, but probably 3. Looking at the tyre wear, and I don't think unless you're running the hards, but this is a track when you're on high-speed corners, for their long corners as well, long sweeping left-handers. And there is a lot of them, so it does soon wear out your right-hand front and rear tyres, but especially the fronts. So it will be interesting. But how long's the pit stop? I'm not entirely certain. I haven't seen. Should have timed that while we were in qualifying. But to be honest, it doesn't actually reflect on how long it takes in the race. It always seems to take a little longer in the race, in and out of the pits. And we have a few more joined us on the stream. Good evening, guys. And yes, we have Kiki back. So we will be up and running any second now. The qualifying has been done as best as it can be. But we did lose a couple of people before the race started, so unfortunately I think they will have to start from the back of the grid. Everybody joining the track. I won't go on track until I see the countdown come for the start. Let's see. And yes, I don't think that was supposed to happen. Have we lost the server, or is it just me? I will check, see if I can see the room. No, I think the room has gone. No, it's still there and it's full apparently. Right, I may have to pause the stream. I'll keep it running for a minute just to see what's happening. But yes, he is starting up a fresh lobby. So whether we'll have to have another little qualifying session, I'm sure it will be a little bit shorter. I will just check this with him. I'll just wait and see what happens. I'm sure it won't be long and we'll soon be underway. He says, this is all my fault. This is all commentator's curse yet again. So did they say this about starting races yesterday? And he went, oh yeah, we've had no problems tonight, it's been really good. And guess what? Race day always happens. Or the other thing that normally happens is you get an update the day before and nothing works. Yes, we are just waiting for the fresh lobby. And there we go. Jump in. And I go out and come back in because it doesn't want to let me in the lobby, probably because it's the one that's just been kicked out of. And here we are, at last we are back. So we're going to go through one hot lap. So it's going to be just over 5 minutes of qualifying by the time everyone gets onto track. So this will be interesting because it will be push and go, go, go. So track placement could be crucial as well. Hello, Mr. Van der Meulen. As he has popped up with hello, Mr. Streamer in the house. Obviously knew it was me because it's in English. Alright, everybody now coming onto track, ready to go do their outlap on their one flying lap before we get this race underway. Fingers crossed, hopefully. No commentators curse, let's just get this done and enjoy. Everybody lining up in the pits, looking great. The sun beaming off them cars. I would like to be in the sun now. I don't like autumn already and we're only in it by about 2 weeks. But it's damp and cold and you're heading towards winter and it's depressing. I like the sun, I like barbecues, I like cold beers. Still like cold beers in the winter though, but they're just not as visually nice, are they? You only see a picture of a cold beer in the summer. You're like, oh yeah, that's... Anyway, let's get the race info up ready, even though I'll probably have to do it when the race starts. Actually, we will get all the info up again. I do like having that, especially when I'm on my own, so it does give me something to talk about. Let's see what tyres people are starting on, shall we? Right, so we have... Kadetka will be starting on hard, so he's going for the long run here. He's fully aware of these hard-wearing tyre course. And we have hards again there for Dax. Mediums for Mr. Van der Meulen. Randy Moore is on RMs, so mediums for Randy. He's going for all-out pace. Mediums for Taneki. And Kiki also on the mediums. Racing hards for Mr. Charismatic. And Melee is on the hards as well. Hards for Frankie also, and a Denska as well. Tattoo Stephen on the mediums. And a Vega also on the hards. Ooh, interesting. And we know Cronics on the hards because he stayed on them while too long on the outlaps. Didn't get time to get his feel for the softs, silly boy. But there he is with his green Sonic. I'm not sure what green Sonic is. Is there a special one that's green? I don't know. I can imagine. Knowing Paul. Oh, and it looks like people are getting underway. They're going to get one flying lap, but does this mean they get to pit for a change of tyres? I'm not sure. Otherwise, people are going to have to do it on the tyres they're starting on. Because I don't think anybody's on softs, so... And looks like people are struggling to get out the pits. Oh no, he's on the brake. Entirely certain what we're waiting for. Is it just everybody to get on track? Yes, I'm thinking someone's probably getting quite stressed about all this. People are leaving the pits. Yes, there we go. Excellent. So we'll be seeing one hot lap. I say I'm not sure if it's going to be 3 laps overall, so people can come in and pit. But we will soon see. Yes, good to see cars back on track now. Nobody just wants to look at a screen and listening to me talk crap about nothing and cold beers and summer's days. And but yes, well, that's in the past now. We can get on with the racing again. Like I said, I would have to change all the settings again because I've got the names above the cars, which I don't like. But at the moment, it might be useful because I don't know who half of the guys are. Let's get up with the guy at the front on his hards, Frankie. And let's see if he does come in at the end of the lap, because I'm sure if he does, everybody will follow. If he doesn't, then the guys in hards are going to be in trouble. Because a track at this length and a softer tyre compound, I can imagine it can be a couple of seconds. As he lets Randy Moore past, is he going to use him as a target? Randy is on the mediums. So I am intrigued. Are people going to go into the pits? I do love that little sequence of S-corner, the S-bend they've just gone through here. And then into the final corner. Do they duck into the pits? No, it looks like they have got one flying lap on their chosen starting compound. This could end up badly for the guys on hards. Oh, especially as Randy Moore is on mediums as well. I'm sure Kiki was also on mediums, so watch this space. How about Vega? Let's find out what Vega was running. Vega on the hards, that may cost him a couple of places on the grid. Kadeka on the hards as well. Lou on the hards. Looking for the guys on the mediums, Van der Meulen on the mediums. Oh, and Kiki facing the wrong way there. Who was that was caught up with him as well? I think it was Mario. Oh, just keeping it together there, Van der Meulen. Oh, and he's gone wide. Still early on in the lap, so hopefully he can claw a little bit of time back. But with one flying lap, this is a pressure event. As he's off again, commentator's curse. I am going to come off him because I'm starting to feel bad. Kadetka now on his hards. There's a lot on the hards. This is, oh, that sounded like Van der Meulen getting very wide again. I say, I'm pretty sure Mario was on the hards and he had a moment earlier, I think, with Kiki. Oh, and we have the guys at the front coming up to the last sequence of corners, so we'll go and see what the times are. Hate flicking through the grid like this, but it's the only way you can do it now, I'm afraid, folks. So Randy Moore, Mr. Marshmallow himself, crossing the line first. What's it going to be? I'm pretty sure it will be a good time, probably one that would have been near the top prior. A 2:30.3. What can Frankie do? And it doesn't register. Oh, 2:33.6. And there's Paul, the 2:33.7. Not bad. Tattoo Stephen 2:35.3. And Lou jumps to fourth with a 2:34 dead. Tattoo Stephen on your 2:35.3. Vega 2:35.6. Van der Meulen in seventh, 2:40.8. Kadetka just coming up. What's he got? A 2:43 dead. Mario 2:50, but we do know he had a moment with Kiki there at 3 minutes. And Adenska is just coming up. This could be a not very good lap as well. Keeps him in 13th. And then we just got Millet, who's going to be a bit quicker. And he's going to move himself up the order to 6. As everyone just pulls up into this corner, literally. There we go. Make it as realistic as possible. Oh, and we have got the race underway. Fantastic. So we have got the full starts on, and somebody has remapped their buttons to enable the horn. Fantastic. Let's hope we have that all the way through the race. And it is a reverse grid. Oh, and people have started with under the full start. Oh, this isn't good. Couple of hits there, nothing too major. I don't think it was Kadetka, and who has got rear damage after that full start. I think he just unghosted at the wrong time, and Tattoo Stephen also with a little bit of rear damage. Well, he's making a move on loop. Let's jump to the front and see what's going on. We'll go this way, it'll be quicker. I need to come out and go back in again because I haven't got the main views. There we go, that's better. Kiki with a great start. The Danska behind him and Mario in third. Let's get the race info up. For some reason it's gone. What can Mario do? Can he do anything about Kiki? They didn't go behind. They've got a little bit of a gap between themselves and fourth, but we've also got Randy Moore up to fifth already from the back of the grid. So great start there from Randy. So when I look at Frankie now, Frankie has gone with him as well. They've both made their way through the grid amazingly quickly. First lap and already up to fifth and fourth, respectively. And we have Mr. Charismatic in 7th. It looks like Paul's going to close him down on the exit of this corner. Oh, as Mr. Charismatic gets it on the grass. Not glass. That would be really bad. Oh, and we have a moment there with Frankie and Randy Moore. And Mr. Vermeulen out wide there as well. How has that affected these guys? Frankie already back up to 6. Randy Moore down in 8th, but Mr. Charismatic just gone a little bit deep there. I'm sure Randy will capitalise, and Louis as well. And Dax all the way back to 10th from 6. And it's been attacked for 11th and 12th by Tattoo Steven and Vega. Vega making a move. He has got the inside line. It looks like he got the power down as well. And he gets the move done. And Van der Meulen making a move as well. Made a move on Tattoo Steven. Gets it back, but the old switcheroo and Tattoo Steven straight back at him. And Kadetka bringing these two in now slowly. After a bad start on the damage. But I'm sure the damage is on weak, so I'm sure it's gone by now. Yes. So he'll slowly find his pace now. And I'm sure Milo will bring them back in as well. 3.8 down at the moment, but Kadetka is bringing them down pretty quickly, so I'm sure he will make his way towards the main group as the race goes on. Because we have still got a long time to go. And for some reason I haven't got the race timer. It is a 60-minute race. And we are 3 minutes in. Again, yes, they are Hurricane exhaust ports as well. I was just looking. With the 6 exhausts, that is Hurricane. Purple sectors there for Kiki, but everybody will be as it's lap 2. Mario up to 2nd now. Diska 3rd, Siniki 3rd, 4th. Frankie 5th, so he's recovered a little bit now. He's got past Paul again. And Randy Moore about to make a move on Chronic, I would suspect. If not here, then shortly afterwards. Oh, what kind of onboard view do you get in this car? None. That's it. So I'd say, oh, we've got some... What has happened in front there? Who was it? I don't know. Adenska has lost a lot of time there. So has he got any damage? No damage, but Frankie gets up to 4th now. And this is what we're on the back of Tuneki. A nice little battle going on behind there with the Danska, Chronic and Randy Moore. Randy Moore looked like he's making a move on for Chronic, and he gets it done. Great exit there. And he's going to get a Danska as well. As he set the fastest lap for 2:33.0, but goes very wide into turn 1. Oh, the Danska's off. Paul saying thank you very much. While he chases Randy. Randy may be short on marshmallows. Something not quite right. So this car in GT Sport was such a grippy little thing. Not in this game, it will try and kill you. Not every corner, but every other it'll have a go. Slightly over speed and that's it. It bites. Still great fun to drive. But closing up again on Frankie in front. Chronic doing a decent job of hanging on in there. especially on the hards as well, with Randy being on the mediums. Tyre wear will obviously play a big part in this race. So we're currently only 6 minutes in. We'll take a flick down the order shortly, but while we've got a battle going on here, I'll stay with it. Frankie having a move. Is he going to go up to third? Jump on the podium? Yes, to keep knocked down. And Randy Moore closing up slowly. Not that slowly now as he gets a move done. So Nicky losing a lot of speed through that corner. I think Randy Moore will just take a chill pill for a minute and sit back here. Frankie making good progress towards the front, so why rush? Oh, we have got an hour and might as well save a little bit of tyre. Or is he going to make the most of his mediums and push? I think we all know the answer to that, don't we? There you go. And a new best lap again, a 2:32.9 from Randy Moore. Frankie staying in there, but can't keep the place. And the gap coming down 3.5 to the lead now. As Randy chases down Mario, and he's 1.7 seconds up on his best lap. Now that fuel load's starting to lighten. Can take the lines he wants to. Mario looked like he was getting out of the way there, but he's just taking the inside line. Oh. Little kiss there. Does like to kiss the boys. Oh, Mario getting it all on the power too early there. And that saved Randy a job. Now just Kiki to go, 3.8 seconds up the road. But Frankie really keeping Randy Moore under pressure. And he's on them hards, I believe, Frankie, so he's doing a good job there. Well, the whole field still currently maintained to that little Miyabi section. Late lunge there by Frankie, but no harm done, no harm, no foul. The switcheroo straight back for Randy Moore as he went deep there, and he might even lose third place here. Tanurki do anything? Yes, he's having a look, he's having a look. Thinks better of it. Mario all sliding through that corner there. All the while allowing Randy Moore to pull away, 1.4 seconds now. Oh, Frankie's having to go a little defensive. Well, gets the power down again. Let's get back to the exterior view. It does look better, I think, watching it from this angle. I say it's still quite tight, this pack is together between 4 5. Oh, very sideways there. Oh, and he's round. Oh, and Cronics had to make a voice of action and spun himself as well. Full aero and suspension pretty much there on the left hand side. This puts Tattoo Steven up to 6. And Kadetka is going to make a move around the outside surely. With the aero damage, I don't think there's anything Tanurki can do. Kadetka just says thank you from the back of the grid, and he's up to 7th. Showing decent pace now, he's in the 2:33s last lap as well. Sorry, 2:34, sorry for Kadetka. So Turnecki can go quicker, but I'm sure with that damage he'll soon close that gap back down. Dax up to 9th now. Milan 10th. Louis in 11th. Mr. Charismatic dropped now back to 12th. Chronic all the way back into 13th after that. And Danska down in 14th as well. Not having a good time, these two at the back. And Mr. Van der Meulen in 15th. Sorry guys. Right, Kiki's still at the front, but he's under pressure now. Randy Moore has really closed that gap down. It was about 3 seconds not long back. And now we're down to half a second. Oh, but Randy Moore very wide there. But soon keeps him back on track and keeps him under pressure. A little twitch on there, working that little tiny T150 motor. Kiki getting himself a little bit of breathing room again there, just about keeping Randy Moore on the cusp of the slipstream, but it won't be long now. And we've got a battle going on behind him with Vega all the way up to 3rd now on the hards. Makes a move past Frankie. Can Vega pull away? His tyres looking marginally better. Not much in it between these hards. They do take a while to wear down. Not as quick as they used to. Not as long lasting as they used to be, mine. But yeah. But doing good times on the hards, these guys. 2:33s on hards for Frankie. And I'm sure Vega must be somewhere 2:32. Yeah, they're really cracking on now, these guys. Oh, big twitch there from Frankie. As Randy Moore has made a move. Sorry, I missed the move. I was watching the battle behind. Got Randy stretching his legs, but them tyres starting to look a little bit tired now. That right front looking pretty worn, but he has got a couple of laps left in it, I would have said. So how long would that be? That's going to be... Well, he's going to get past the 15-minute mark, possibly even pushing the 20 if he gets... I think another 2 after this might be a bit of a push. Well, no, actually, I think he could, yeah. So he's going to be pushing towards the 20-minute mark. So we could be on for a 2-stopper on mediums and perhaps a 1-stop on hards. So we will make a note of how long the pit stop is and see whether it's going to be beneficial, how much time you're going to lose doing an extra stop. Because it's looking like it's only a second and a half quicker for the soft mediums than the hards. I think the high speed nature of the track, the hards aren't quite as much of a deficit as you would have think. That gap up to nearly 3 seconds now. Looks like Kiki lost a lot of time through there, whether he went a little bit deep. Hager now 3.4 seconds behind, but he's got a 1.5 second lead over Frankie now. He's got him out of his slipstream, but Frankie's got Mario for company. Oh, and Frankie gets it all a bit loose around there, and Mario goes around the outside of him. Frankie struggling to hold this pace, I think. He's right on the limit there. Tattoo Stephen, who was gifted this place. Well, he is running decent lap times in the 2:34s with that Cobra Kai livery. Tunicki down in 7th now, but a decent recovery after the amount of time he lost. Certainly come out of it better than Cronic did. And I say, I'm not sure if Paul's was his own accident. He was definitely before Tunicki. He didn't hit his car or anything like that. Whether it was because he saw his car and tried to swerve, I don't know. Not even going to guess. But yes, it all just happened at the same time. Kadetka now down to 8th as Tunicki has got back past him. And put a little bit of breathing space between him and Kadetka. Dak's nearly 5 seconds behind in 9th. Looking nice and consistent now there. And Lou down in 10th there. Again, he's took some good lap times in now, and he is on the hards. So I think obviously in lap 3 he's had a bit of a moment doing a 2:54. But apart from that, good lap times for hards, because he is going to be on the one stop. If it is possible, which it should be, because we're at 17 minutes now. Nobody's got in yet, and half a tank of fuel. Still again 2:34 lowest is his best time. He's had a couple of bad laps there with the 2:46 on lap 5, which is all these guys seem to have had one bad lap, and it's really cost them. Oh, that's possibly going to have another one then, but no, keeps it on the grey stuff. And allows Mr. Charismatic through, but running a little bit deep. Cronic now trying to make his way back through the field, but he had a 3-minute 23 lap. Oh, I think he's been in the pits and put mediums on because he was on hards. So I think he's going full flat out now. So yeah, I think it's a big change of plan there for Paul. Wasn't sure what to do, so he's just gone, let's go balls out. I thought he'd done the same there, but I think he's had another bad lap. Yep, lap 5 at 2:47, so he's had another moment somewhere. And the same Mr. Van der Meulen in the same last lap at 2:57. But I think he has got a brand new set of hards on by the look of it. But already putting a little bit of extra stress on them. Oh no, Randy Moore, 4.2 seconds in front of Kiki, who are both going to be on a 2-stop. So I think they'll possibly be in at the end of this lap. They possibly could go another lap. It's going to be a push though. It might be quite dangerous at the end of the lap, and this car is already a little twitchy. So sensible choice would be to come in the end of this lap, I think, lap 8. And lap 8 for a set of softs, not too bad with this tyre wear. We've got Kuhn. How you doing, buddy? You won't hear Cronic, mate. I'm all on my own. Cronic is racing. He's just busy crashing. Yes, I'm sorry you don't have Paul's dry tones tonight. It is just mine. What's whittering to myself? Trying to be vaguely amusing. Sorry about that. If you think there should be someone I'm talking to and you're missing someone, I'm obviously doing a bad job of keeping you all entertained. But again, let's go through now. 4.4 in front, Kiki in second to Randy Moore, and Vega in third, 4.2 behind. So he's bringing that gap down a little bit, Vega. Doing some good times. He's had a few laps in the 2:32s, which is really good on hards. So really showing his pace around here. Frankie now, he's just lost out of the place to Mario, and he's the first one into the pits. And he's on the hards. Randy Moore has gone round again then. Right, this is going to be very interesting, guys, because when these tyres do go, they go. And he's pushing, so he's on purple sectors. I think he has got enough white there showing just about, but I wouldn't want to be pushing too hard through the left-handers, because there's a lot of them here. Push as hard as you want through the rights and ease off a little bit on the lefts. But no, he's purple sectors. Just to prove me wrong as ever. As you can see him pulling away from Kiki. Kiki now 6.87 seconds behind. And Vega bringing that gap down now to under 3 seconds. We'll jump down the field in a minute and have a look at who was it that jumped in the pits. It was Frankie, wasn't it? So he done a 2:55 that time. He hasn't filled up completely, but he has put 2/3 of a tank of fuel in, and it was at 2:55. So that's not bad. That's only 20 seconds. I'm not sure how much, but he has got a 3-second penalty for the pleasure. And I'm not sure how much longer his second lap is either as well. I think there is a little bit added. So 20 seconds there. I would say possibly another 10 seconds on his next lap. So it's only a 30-second pit stop. So is the extra stop on the mediums going to pay off? I think it quite possibly could. Now let's jump back to the front because this tyre wear I find really interesting. And let's look at Kiki's as well. It's exactly the same. These tyres, they could be the same set of tyres. But towards the end of this lap, these are going to get very interesting. But no, Randy Moore's got through and got round with a little bit of tyre left. I'm surprised. Very surprised. Good job there, Randy. And Kiki will be in as well. Will Vega follow him, or will he use his hards and stay out? He's staying out, and I think he's going to go for the one stop. Nearly 23 minutes for Marshmallow and Kiki on the medium. Still plenty of fuel in there, 25%. So it does mean Vega will be able to go for a while yet. What he's on lap 10 at the minute, so we could go at least another 2 or 3 laps, probably 3 because he's over a quarter of a tank full. Which he is going to need actually. This fuel setting looks to be perfect for a one stop. Puts Mario into second now, who's doing the same thing. It looks like he's on a one stop, but he is going to struggle with that fuel level. Well, it's not flashing yet, but I'm sure it will be next lap. It's going to be a push to get to the half-hour mark with that. Randy already brought the gap down to 4.7 seconds because he has jumped onto the hards this time. And he has only put 3/4 of a tank in, so it's not like he's thinking, oh, I'll go do a bit of fuel saving and go to the end. No, he's just obviously decided the mediums are a little bit too much of a struggle. Or perhaps he's have to use both compounds. I'm not certain. We'll soon find out. We'll check everybody else. We know Frankie went in on the hards, didn't he? Has he come out on the mediums? Yes, he has. So yes, I'm thinking this is a multiple compound race. Oh, drifting around there. Only 34 seconds behind the leader now, but the leader has still got a pit. Mr. Charismatic up into 9th, he's still got a pit as well. I'll say a lot of the back runners have still got to make their first stop. And Vega is in. And where will this bring him out in comparison to Kiki? Because he was catching Kiki. Kiki now on the hards. So will Vega come out on the mediums? So that's... if that is the case, I think it's going to be the same for everybody. 2 stints on mediums and a stint on hards. Unless you have to use softs as well, which I wouldn't have thought so, because I think we'd have seen a 7 by now at the start of the race. there we go. He's 3.8 seconds behind Kiki, so pretty much normal service resumed. It's about what the gap was. He had got it down to about 2.9, I believe, Vega, before the stop. But obviously Kiki with fresh boots, he's a little bit quicker, but as I flick through him, he goes wide and into the barrier. Oh dear, Kiki, oh dear, not your night tonight, buddy. Frankie also wide there, and oh, Frankie's round. Oh, it's just one of them. He didn't know which side of Kiki to go, and he went to the side where there was grass. And the grass bit him in the ass. Oh, he's got the pace, Frankie, but he's not having the luck today. Alright, so that just hands the lead back now. Randy Moore is back into first. Seeing what he can do on these hards now. It does look like it's about... yeah, it's about 25 seconds the pit stop in all. No, a bit more than that, isn't it? 2:31.55, so 24 plus the 5, so yeah, nearly 30 seconds. And that's with putting 2/3 of a tank in, so it probably would be 30 seconds if you did put a full tank of fuel in if the fuel rate's high. But this could allow Vega to close the gap a little bit because he's on the mediums, whereas Marshmallow is on the hards. And he won't be going to the end because he didn't put enough fuel in for that, I don't believe. Yes, interesting now to see how quickly Vega can close the gap, or if he can close the gap. It seems to be coming down a little at the minute. And Lou up to third, but has yet to stop. Is he going in this lap? No, he's staying out for another. And we've got Mr. Charismatic in the pits, puts Kadetka up to fourth. And Melee in the pits. Anyone else? No, Frankie back up to fifth now. Who should go back, well he will go back in front of Kadetka when Kadetka makes his stop. Hey, Chronic back up to seventh now. Using the mediums, is he just going to try and go past the half-hour mark, I think, possibly, and well, he's already used a set of hards, so I think he's got them out the way. I don't think we've actually got any battles at the minute, but there are some people coming out of the pits towards the back, so let's have a look. Oh, it's Kiki. Kiki's got a 3-second penalty as well from pit entry / exit. Oh, that's going to put him right back down to 14th, 13th at least. How far is 14th beyond? He's in the pit still, I don't think, so he's alright there. Again, not having a good race. Meanwhile, we have 13th, 12th and 11th battling it out. Kiki will lose a lot of time shortly. And he's sideways again. Seems to be struggling with the traction on the rear end of that SFR. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, my pitch going up so much then, but I thought Kiki was going to lose it again. That puts Melee back up to 12th and Tanuki up to 11th. And Kiki having a nightmare. He was leading this race for half of it. Oh, and it's all just going away from him. Dax now in 10th. Just having a flick through, seeing if there's any other battles going on. Tattoo Stephen in 8th. Chronic in 7th. Mario in 6th. Frankie in 5th, and he is catching up to Kadetka. What can he do? Can he catch and pass? Get saving the trouble and diving in the pits out of the way. And the 2:32.4 there for Frankie. So he is putting the hammer down now. See if he can catch Lou, which I still don't think he's stopped. And he is flashing on fuel now. Lap 13. There he has gone for the proper long run here on the hards. But the gap's starting to come down now because a worn set of hards is never a good set of tyres. Oh, but what have I missed? We've missed the battle at the front. Vega has passed Randy. Vega chucking in some good times there. Look, a 2:31 dead puts the fastest lap of the race down so far. It's going to be Vega punishing them tyres there, using that optimum grip of them mediums while he's still got it. Randy Moore hanging on in there on the hards. I say doing a 2:33 last lap, over 2 seconds slower. How can Vega make this count? I think they'll both be stopping one more time. And they'll probably stop at similar times as well, to be honest, because obviously Randy Moore did come in, I think it was a lap earlier. Ooh, Randy getting a bit twitchy there on exit. Well, at the moment, this is one of the closest battles on track. Oh, hold on, it looks like we've got a group in at the back as well, but I also don't want to lose this. Somebody's just... Oh, this is too much to look at. I'm just looking at the map and there's people everywhere. We will jump back to you two guys. I will be there shortly, but we are going to have a flick through because otherwise definitely some Kadetka has come out with Tattoo Stephen and Melee and Tanaka. Oh no, yeah, it is Tanaka, isn't it? Yeah. So we have 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th battling for position here. Kadetka with a nice shiny set of mediums in there. And he has gone for the fuel full load, so I think he is going to try and make these mediums go 25 minutes. Which I think's doable. We've seen Randy Moore do 23 minutes, was it, I think? So yeah, it's one more lap, so just be a bit steadier with them. But he's also battling. Is he going to get the move done here on Tattoo Stephen? I don't think so. Unless he can cut back. No, Stephen keeping a good line through there. But I think he is going to have the exit here, Kadetka. And is he going to get it done on the brakes? No, thinks better of it. Stephen keeping the place. Meanwhile, Melee and Tanaki start eking away and gap up to 1.6 seconds now, but Melee all over the back of Tanaki. And he's making a move around the outside, but that's going to surely end in... Oh! Full engine damage. That's the way to finish your sentences. That's surely going to end in... Oh! Full engine damage. Ah, sorry to see that. A bit of commentator's courtesy yet again, but we do want to watch the racing. And that, unfortunately for you guys, does mean some crashing. And Kadetka making a move. And gets past Tattoo Stephen. I think maybe the instant in front as well will have taken the rye. Sometimes put you off your own battle. Yeah, I think it shook Stephen up a bit because he's dropped back a bit, look. And you say he was up there. Meanwhile, Kadetka now going to chase Tanaki. Can he catch him? 1.4 seconds is the gap at the minute. And I think this is the closest battle on track at the minute, apart from possibly the lead. So let's go check back there. No, Vega's checking out. Them mediums working extremely well at the minute. Has he bettered the time? No, it's still a 2:31 dead. Only on a 2:31.4 last lap round. Don't worry about the lap count. I don't know why it's done that. 10, 11, 12, 15, 14, 15. Yes, Gran Turismo 7 isn't very good at maths. Frankie back up to third now with 11 seconds in front of Mario. As Louis has pitted, but he's brought him back 8 and 7, so that's good strategy here from Lou. Because he's definitely going for the one stop. And what about Dax in 8th? He's closing that gap down. He's on the mediums, but I'm pretty sure he will be stopping again. Half a tank and 20 minutes. The fuel might last, but I'm not sure about them tyres. Let's have a look at the battle back here. Is there still a battle, or has it started spreading out? No, this looks like the battle to watch at the minute. I'm going to leave you on here while I just close the bot for 2 seconds. Not sure what I've quite missed there with Turnurkey dropping back to 13th. Do apologise for that, folks. Family emergency. Yes, he has gone in for his... Oh, we are all on softs for the last stint. But this is going to be a long stint for Taneki. Meanwhile, what's the lead at the front? Frankie in the pits. From third. Flashing on fuel as well, so this is obviously his strategy. And I must say, if it's anything like the other day when I was testing, I didn't find the softs to last that much less than the mediums now. Probably only a lap. But now he's gone on another set of mediums. Probably the safer bet for this length of time, to be honest. That puts Mr. Charismatic up to a fourth, and he's right over Mario. These guys will be going at it for another couple of laps, I think. And then probably chucking a set of softs on for the last stint, maybe. As Mr. Charismatic gets the move done up to third past Mario. Mario, no response at the minute. Is he on the hards? No, he's not. But he's got loads of fuel. This will all pay dividend in the final round of stops as well. Obviously having to put less fuel in, if any. Now I think it will be a little bit, because you want just over half, I think, just in case you do have to battle. The lead at the front now is, Randy Moore picking up the pace. 231.9 on hards. What's Vega done? He's dropped into the 232s now, but a consistent run of 231s for 4 laps there. What's he like? He's got a quarter of a tank of fuel. Randy Moore has less, so this final stop could work out in Vega's favour. I think they can run whatever tyre they want for the final tyre. Is Randy Moore coming in and get the undercut? No. Staying out for another lap, going with the light fuel load. And the gap is coming down, so why wouldn't you? But this could play into Vega's hand for the fueling. If he can keep that gap where he was, at a 2:32.2 lap time, so another good lap from Vega. The medium's starting to look a little bit second hand now. Pushing hard through there, trying not to commentate his curse Vega. Don't want to do that. We got Mario in fourth. Needs to put Lou back up to fourth, will it? Yes. And Frankie up to fifth as well. It should do. It's going to be pretty close for them two, I think. And we've got Dax in as well in seventh. I would say Lou would have to come in again, but I really don't think he will. I think he'll stay out for the full stint on these mediums. He's certainly going to try to. A long steady stint, and he has done a 2:32 a couple of laps back, so he has found some pace on the mediums. He's not taking it too easy. Just a save tyre, he is giving it a bit. But the gap between himself and Frankie coming down. Cronic now up to 6. And he has, I think he's done his last stop, and I'm just, wide through there. Is he going to keep the place? It's all getting a little bit tight here between 6th, 7th and 8th. Milo making a move. He's got the inside line here, has he? No, he's got the... Cronic shutting the door. Making sure there's no way around the outside there. Is he going to have a look round the long left? No, Paul getting a little bit hot there and having to lift, I think. But he's on the power nice now, Paul. He is going to be on an attack from behind now from Mario. So he's having to play attack and defence in the middle of these two. He is the meat in the sandwich. Normally most sandwiches involving Paul, sorry, not Paul, porn, involve a midget in the middle. Midget meat. Tiny hands and tiny feet. Mario not actually able to make the move there, but all this is giving Paul the chance to give himself a little bit of breathing room. Can we do anything round the outside? No. Melee getting the exit. Mario gonna have to try again. At turn 1. Let's see what he can do. He's having not close enough through here, but you've got to carry the speed through here. And he's on a nice fresh set of mediums. It is an unusual geared car as well. This, you don't have to rev it at all, but using all the road there. Had to lift a little bit then, otherwise it might have been a visit to barrier. Wide sweeping line, get on the power as early as you can and keep the power held. It should pull you in as you change gear. We'll check the gap at the front shortly, but I think this is the closest battle on track at the minute. Oh, we have just got somebody spun round. Was it Mr. Charismatic? No, because they're not in order on track anymore. Meanwhile, Randy Moore 17 seconds in front of Lou, and he's stopped, and he has gone on to softs. Half a tank and soft tyres. He's only got 11 minutes to go, and Vega's in now as well. Now, this is interesting. Randy Moore's gone in a lap earlier. Did do a 32.3 last time around Vegas, so a good lap time still. Pretty sure we will do the same and come out on softs. Let's jump to Randy Moore and see where he's going to come out. Wait for the P to disappear next to Vega's name. Vega's on the move. Vega's out. Second, 9.8. Oh, it's coming down. Let's get a real time as we come round to the first sector properly. And it's 7.8 seconds. And he has gone on the softs as well. So this looks like Vega's strategy's worked perfectly, running with the hards first. And then attacking on the mediums in the middle stint. Got melee in. Or melee, should I say. I'm not sure what I should say, I'm just guessing. Oh, Mr. Van der Meulen at the back of the pack in his Aladdin livery car, stroke Castrol, unusual. Danska down in 14th. He say he's not had a good race today, and neither's Kiki. Oh, just as we say with Kiki again. Every time I focus on the guy, I think. Really sorry, Kiki. I will keep this camera off you. Tsineki has lost a lot of time here. He's, again, lap 15 to 3:01. I'm presuming that was with a pit stop, but yeah, it shouldn't be all the way down here. So it looks like he could do with stopping again for tyres. Oh, well held there as he done a bit of rallycross. Let's have a look at Tattoo Stephen, who's dropped back to 11th. But he's having a bit of a battle here with Kadeka in 10th. It's 5 seconds behind Melee, but I would have said Melee with his fresh tyres should be able to pull away. In turn, he's got 3.5 seconds to Dax, so this could be worth keeping an eye on, because I think that gap will come down. Because he is on the softs now as well, Melee, so he will be going quicker, and he has done the 233s already. If you look at Dax, he has done 233s as well, but that's on his softs, so I'm expecting to see a little bit more from Melee, so we'll keep an eye on that gap. For the last 8 minutes, well, 7.5. Mario up to 7th. Chronic, good recovery job in 6th here for Paul. Well, it was until he just went in the pits. So I'll take it he's just banging a set of softs on. But this will bring him down, drop him down to 9th, I think. Well, there and there about. It's going to be a good battle between 7th, 8th and 9th for the end anyway. Oh, there they are. I'm surprised nobody started on the softs to get the jump on people, but understandable as well. You do lose a lot of your performance on the softs with the full tank, so yeah, you might as well wait until you've only got half a tank. And then, like Marshmallow there, as you'll see, he was just on the fastest lap of the race at 2:28.3. So let's go and check the gap at the front, shall we? Whoa, it looks like there's a bit going on there for 3rd and 4th as well. Frankie all over the back of Lou. And he gets the move done just as we gets the tight line there on the inside left. And makes it stick and even puts nearly half a second into him in one corner. But Lou's tyres looking pretty atrocious. And looking at what everyone else has done, I think you may have to run with every compound, so will he be coming into the pits at the end of this lap just to bang a set of softs on for a bit? And if he does have to come in, he hasn't got the gap to anybody behind him. He's only got 5 seconds. That won't be enough. And if you would have to come in again, well, why would you come in so late? Because obviously softs are quicker. So why would you run longer on your slower tyres? That would make no sense. So I don't think he has. I think he must only have to run with the 2. No, he is in. Yeah, interesting. Maybe he doesn't get on well with the softs. Don't know, but this should put... Oh, it's going to be tight here. I think he could keep 5th. He's on his way out. Mario's coming down the straight, but Mario is going to be full chat. Well, that gap will continually come down through this section. Until Luigi get the exit there, because Mario is on the mediums. He must have used his softs last in, I'm presuming. Well, what's the gap now with Chronic? He is comfortable now in 7th. He's got a 5-second gap between himself and Dax. And he's on a personal best by over half a second. Gap in front may be a little bit too much to ask now with only 4 minutes left to go. Oh, this has gone quick this last half an hour. Well, Randy Moore 5.4 seconds behind Vega, and he's on a 2:27.9 last lap. Vega with a 2:28.5. So these guys really going at it. I think tongues and everything will be out right now. There'll be no time for marshmallows at the minute. It will be a full attack mode, beast mode, engaged. Oh, we have got 3 minutes to go, so we've got 2 laps from these guys at a 5.2 second gap. Randy losing a little bit of time that lap with the 2:28. Them tyres starting to show signs of wear with the way he's pushing at the moment. That will be gone in these 2 laps. Kiki getting out of the way, nicely done, Kiki. And that gap now under 5 seconds. Vega just trying to keep it all together. His tyres looking better. They are a lap newer. But he was still a second slower last lap nearly with a 2:29.3 compared to Randy Moore's 2:28.5. So 8 tenths. But he's only got to do it for 2 more laps. 8 tenths a lap. He's not going to cut it. Randy Moore needs to find over 2 seconds a lap. Oh, we've got somebody around. I think it's Kiki again. Oh, I'm not going to focus on it. I just saw it on the map. All getting a little bit twitchy. But we have got another battle going on somewhere. I can see it on track unless it's somebody being lapped. So while these are still 4.5 seconds apart, we will have a flick. Hey, sorry for having to scroll through stuff like this. It is still 10:11. We've got Tattoo Steven all over the back of Kadetka. And there is an absolute train in front of these guys as well. The battles have all been left to the last few laps. Why does this always happen? The strategies always come together at the end, and you have the middle section and you're like, oh no, try and find something to talk about. At the end you're like, oh shit, I can't fit all this in. Well, that's racing. Let's keep an eye on what's going on in front as well, because there's definitely some action. 1.7 seconds behind Melee. Oh, somebody's round there as well into the final section. Melee on a personal best. So I don't think Daxy's going to catch him. But we've got Cronics who's all over Mario now. Mario must have lost a lot of time. I know Paul's been on one, but his personal best with the 2:30 last time round. Oh, and he's got the tight line there. Is he going to get the tight exit here? And coming up to the final turn. Oh, it's not the final turn now, is it? It's the hairpin. Keeping it in 3rd round there, Paul. Why not? It's working for him. He's got a good exit there. This car does work brilliantly at low revs. Even in 6 when you don't think it is. Oh, and we've got Frankie is the first to finish. Well done, Frankie. Well done, Mr. Charismatic in 4th. Great result. Lou in 5th. Quick gap here. Let's have a look at the gap in front. Oh, Vega. Something's happened there. Well, we've got Mario and Cronics side by side. I think Mario's got it done. Has he? Has he? Has he? Has it? Oh! 0.12 hundredths of a second between them. I mean, you got Melee in 8th. Dax in 9th. Kadetka just manages to keep it in front of Tattoo Steven for 10th, or does it? Yes, he does. Great battle for the last few laps, you guys. And then Tuneki in 12th. Adinska's already finished in 14th. Oh, I think it will be Vega next across, will it? It might not have been, it might have been Kiki. Sorry if I missed you crossing the line, Kiki. Here we come Vega with a nearly 20-second gap in the end over Randy Moore, who must have had a moment in that last lap. And well done Vega, great race mate, great strategy, played out really well for you and excellently drove. And then I think, oh, some people didn't get to finish the race. So yes, congratulations Vega and Randy Moore in second, and is it Frankie in third? I think it was Frankie in third. Congratulations guys, good racing there. The SFR proving as ever to be a bit of a handful these days, but great fun to watch and to drive. So I have been your streamer Ponyboy. Thanks for tuning in. I hope it's been a watch. You know, it's not going to be brilliant. I'm just on my own, and yeah, I've struggled with some of your names, I'm sure, but it's been great racing to watch, and thanks for having me, GTSV, and I hope we'll see you all again soon. Thanks for tuning in, and good night.